guys. So this episode got a little bit more interesting. Um, so first off, I'm gonna just go straight down the list to avoid anything. Zach ends up telling the truth and the whole truth. He reveals that they were actually dating, and they actually lost their virginity to each other. Not only that, but they were having sex together all throughout the summer. Um, like I said, Hannah just told bits and pieces of what happened between everyone, and she never. I'm gonna put it like this: I felt like Zach never did anything wrong to her, um, because I know he was the one that was writing her those little cute messages in class, and then she did something. I forgot what she said happened, and he stopped leaving them in her box or whatever. And I guess that's what she put on his tape. That was why he was on her tape. Okay, first off, that's not the whole reason why he was on her tape. Again, they lost their virginity to each other and were having sex throughout the summer and were dating throughout the summer. Perfect. And if you ask me, Justin looks way better. I mean, Zach looks way better than Justin. Has a better personality. I never thought Zach was like mean or whatever, but I did think that he didn't fit in with like Bryce and worried about, like you said, worried about what people were gonna say or whatever. Now, when school time came around, because me and you or whatever, and then what really ended it was Bryce, him and Bryce and all the other players of the team or whatever. Well, excuse me. And this is another thing I don't understand. How did Bryce knew that he lost his virginity to Hannah? Okay, if I didn't tell anyone, and so was Hannah going around telling people that they had slept together? It was only two people who knew. So actually, it may have been three. Tyler could have possibly caught it on camera one time, but they didn't say that. So let's just assume what's already been presented. So those two are the only people who knew. So who did Hannah tell that told someone? Uh, who knows? I guess we'll find out. Um, of course. Oh, yeah. So she was having boys over her house, and her mom and her parents didn't even know it. Didn't even know it. And they broke up because he wanted to keep things under wraps. He didn't want people saying anything. He thought he was trying to protect her because she was already labeled as a slut. But really, he was like, I was really protecting myself. You know, I don't want people to say, like, oh, I'm dating a slut or whatever. Oh, and finds out his dad did die, and she actually comforted him during that time. He says they had a lot in common, and his as the episode goes on, he tells his mom that he's felt like Hannah before, like not wanting to be here, like ending it all. And she's like, no, don't say that, because he lives in one of those families where, you know, they don't talk about their feelings. And or whatever, just because of the reason, like his mom told him, like, you're fine, you don't feel like that or whatever. Like everything is supposed to be okay and fine all the time, when that's not the case with him. And I guess that would upset me too, if I'm telling you how I feel and then you just brush it off or dismiss it and say that I'm fine when I've just clearly told you that I'm not. I get that would have a major effect on me. But I'm not an emotional person. I don't really like to do the whole feelings thing or whatever. It's kind of awkward for me. Um, and I'm trying to work past that whole dysfunction or whatever. But it's I would never dismiss if like one of my brothers or something came to me and they told me like that's how they felt and be like, no, you're fine, you're okay. We don't do this. No, that's not how it would be. I would be concerned, legitimately concerned or whatever. I'll move on to the next topic. So Sherry finds out what the clubhouse is and she tells Clay, but Clay has already heard about her giving up her virginity to Zach, and he's hurt because of course he thinks everyone is lying who's told the truth. Everyone is lying about Hannah because she wasn't this innocent perfect person th- excuse me, that Clay thinks she is. um and he's like, I don't care anymore. And he's, I guess his feelings are like really hurt that he wasn't her first or whatever, and that he didn't decide to have sex. And actually, when he came to Zach and was like, "Why would you tell that lie? Why would you lie? About her, whatever?" He was like, "I'm not lying." And he was like, Did she tell everything that happened between y'all two on the tapes?" Like I said, it was more to her story than what was on the tapes, and we've seen that by all of these people coming forward or whatever. So the coach, I'm sorry about that. So the coach got out of jail. I mean, the coach knows about what happened to the counselor because he has a friend that was in the jail and he actually helped him get off or whatever. And he said he's not going to tell anyone, but I have a feeling he wants something in return for not telling on the counselor, because if that got out, the counselor is already hanging by his last thread. So it would just be, he'd be gone. The counselor is, to me, the counselor is stupid. Like, just dumb. So Justin goes back to school. First place he goes is up to Jessica, saying how he loves her and how he's sorry. And if you tell me to leave, I'll leave. If you tell me to stay, I'll stay. And she was like, I've heard that before. Now, my whole thing with Jessica is I understand why you're upset with him, but you don't have that same energy with Bryce. First of all, I don't understand why your parents hasn't transferred you to another school. Um, it's a lot of, I feel like it's a lot of holes in this story, like, but it still got a lot of drama in it. But anywho, she's like really upset with. I feel like she's more upset with Justin or whatever because he was supposed to. I guess he was her man. He was supposed to protect her. He knew what was going on and let it happen. Blase, blase. Yes, fine and all. Be mad at him all you want, but let's not remember the person who actually raped you, which was Bryce. I think I would be more upset. I would be more upset with Bryce, but more hurt by my boyfriend. First of all, he would no longer be my boyfriend after that night. She said she doesn't remember, and I didn't believe her in the first season when she said she really didn't remember. Um, and the reason why I say that is because um I believe she knew it was Bryce, like at 100%. It's just no. She like refuses to acknowledge Bryce as her rapist or whatever. She knows he did it, but she doesn't want to be around him. I don't know. It's weird. I've never been in that situation, so I really can't. I really shouldn't be speaking on that. So I'm gonna move on. So Tony keeps going back and forth with him being in and out of helping Justin because, and Clay does not understand that that boy is on probation. He has his second strike. He can't be in any mess. So if I was Tony, I would keep happening to tell him like, look, I'm on probation. What don't you understand about my second strike? Like, I'm not trying to go to jail. But again, Clay is to me, Clay is selfish. He really is. Everything is about Hannah. Hannah, Hannah, Hannah. And the girl is dead. Like, move on. Like, I guarantee you in 10 years, it won't be the same. It will not be the same. Some girl who really didn't even want you like that. You were just like, this is the way that I see their relationship. Um, he's nice. He's always been there for her, and no matter what, he probably still be there for her. So you're the nice guy that when she's finished with everyone else or whatever, then she'll want to be with you because she'll want to be treated right, or she's realized, hey, this is the guy that's gonna treat me right or whatever. But I don't think Hannah ever really wanted to be with him like that. Like I said, she was stuck on Justin. And Justin actually calls him a dumbass because of the fact that he's acting like he doesn't know who Hannah is because he found out she was sleeping with Zach. I don't agree with that. After everything that's came out, as her friend, as her parent, I would feel like I don't know my child. I don't. And for whatever reason, she felt like she couldn't tell me, like, or show me who she really was or whatever. Just no. So Alex got his groove back, and that's all I'm gonna say. Like I said, after he was tussling with Zach because he was with this, oh, woe is me, this is how I'm gonna be forever. I shot myself in the head. Like, shut up. No one cares. No one cares. Like I said, they could have left that whole thing out, honestly. So Tyler and his friend decide to hack into Zach's iCloud account because they feel like he's, like I said, these people, they have, that's why I don't like Tyler, because he's on this whole mission of getting everybody who did Hannah back. Um this whole mission. First of all, you are a part of it. So you're on the same level. So you have no, to me, you have no right to even trying to be going after anybody. And what that boy said was the truth. And for him, I'll say my reasons why I really didn't care for 13 Reasons Why, and the reason I keep watching it. I'll say that after season two ends or whatever. Um, for you guys can fully understand where I'm coming from. But Tyler is he's misguided, and he's just misguided, and I feel like he's going down the wrong path. And I hate to say this, but I really hope something happens to him where he gets locked up or something like that. Cause he's I don't like him. But like I said, they hacked into his iCloud account. They find a picture of Hannah, and they find this video, which make me think. Um, there's a video of a girl in some lacy stringy panties, stripping or whatever, dancing at the. I think what I'm gonna think this is gonna be gonna be revealed to be the clubhouse that Hannah was talking about. And she said she didn't have to go, but she did. Um, and also when they went to the movies, they said, "Do you have on those sexy lace panties or whatever?" So was was that the girl? I guess that'll be revealed in this season. Was the girl in the picture? Was that in the video on his phone? Was that Hannah? If so, why was she in a room full of boys dancing on them? If she was just this, innocent girl. I know we all make mistakes, but that was a decision. Like, mm, again, I'll state why this stuff don't make sense to me, and I don't like it at the end. So I'm gonna move on. And actually, Hannah broke up with Zach. It's revealed that she broke up with Zach because I guess she just got tired of being in the back or whatever, which I can understand. I don't want to date someone who's going to keep me under wraps. It's one thing if we keep our relationship private, and it's another thing to not let people know that we're together. If that makes sense, you can let people know like, hey, we're together, but you don't need to know our business. It could have been like that. But these are I have to keep in mind, I really do, that these are high schoolers and their mindset is not really there yet. A lot of high schoolers focus on what people think about them and all that other kind of stuff. Um, so Clay is gonna have to testify because of what Zach just said, making her daughter seem like more of a slut, um, like what the school is trying to make her out to be. So my whole thing about this is, and I'm not a lawyer and I don't do the whole legal thing. So they said they're gonna have to prep him. If all he has to do is tell the truth, why do you need to prep him? And they're asking him about what do they need to know? It was only just one kiss. I believe him and Hannah did more than that. Her mom was telling her, like, you need to tell people how perfect and how much you loved her and y'all's great relationship. Just leave, pretty much of what you think of her now. Leave that out and focus on what you thought of her, which I'm really not feeling. And her dad is trying to be more involved um with the case or whatever. I still think he might have molested her. I still think so, but we'll see. We'll see. Until then, I'll be back on March episode 7. So, see you guys later.